happened over the past couple months where you said, yep, I'm going to be jumping into this race and I'm going to be self-funding the majority of it?
Well, I went around the state, and in fact, I think the number was 21 different visits in different areas of Michigan. And I listened to the people. There were small business owners, there were employees, there were old folks, there were young folks. We talked about real life situations and what was going on in Michigan and how it impacted them. And what was interesting is what they were saying were the same things that I was feeling. And they need a voice, they need a leader. And I believe that I'm uniquely qualified as a leader to help those people out of the situation that this current administration has put us into. And you can blame COVID, but at the end of the day, a lack of leadership and poor decisions have got us to where we are today, and political infighting. And the people need more than finger pointing. They need real solutions.
And you're obviously entering a crowded field at this point for the GOP primary. I think there's about a dozen candidates now. What separates you from the pack?
Well, again, I think it's real business experience and leadership experience. I've been very fortunate in my career to own large private businesses, to participate at an executive level in large publicly traded companies on the automotive side, as well as owning health-related service businesses and participating in a national health services provider, one with traumatic brain injuries and the other with autism therapy.
And in your advertisement, or the first ad that you put out there, you mentioned a few of the issues that you know take paramount in your eyes, I guess. Some of them were very more national, I think, than Michigan related, including you mentioned illegal immigration in there as a major issue. Why do you think those are things people here in Michigan are concerned about and are concerned with how the current administration would be handling something like that?
Well, as it relates to immigration, Michigan is accepting people that have crossed the border illegally currently, and those people have not been vetted. So immigration and illegal immigration through the southern border potentially is a security issue, as for Michigan, as well as any other state that is accepting people. There's been over 150 countries that have had people cross the southern border. That's why immigration is important. What your other question?
And then just going off that advertisement, so you called Governor Whitmer and her administration a failure. What do you think is the biggest failure of her administration thus far?
Well, again, I don't believe that a career politician has shown leadership skills. And leadership skills mean that you have to have your legislature work together to provide results that the governor can oversee. Her management of the state and her decision-making, I believe, are disastrous. Michigan under COVID led the nation in per capita loss of small businesses. And interestingly, over 50% of those jobs are projected not to return to Michigan. That's my definition of a small business disaster. We have education, public education, that's failing the children in our state. They can't read, they can't write. I'm pro public education, but there has to be accountability. And a politician's solution is to throw money to a teachers union or to build buildings. That doesn't provide results for the kids. We need to ensure that kids get a quality education that can be applied to whatever their future holds for them. Some may be in vocational areas, some may be going to higher education and developing skills for the next, decade and into the future. But when Michigan is producing over 25% of their public education students that can't spell their name. How does that bode for our future? How does that look to national companies that want to come to Michigan or private businesses that want to come to Michigan if the workforce isn't educated? It's been a problem for a while. It needs to be fixed now. Now it's really a problem. And the list goes on with actions that this governor has politicized versus resolved. So that's what's got me to where I'm at.
And when it comes to handling COVID early on, I mean, how would you have done things differently here in Michigan?
Well, I think that it's very hard for anyone to dispute that when COVID first came out, our governor was auditioning for a national position in an election. And so she politicized a health issue. And what she did was create a scenario that the citizens suffered while she was auditioning for a job. Here's what I would have done differently. We would have looked at the most vulnerable, and we would have taken immediate steps to protect the most vulnerable. We wouldn't have applied what I call draconian lockdown measures in academics or small business. And say what you will, the governor shut us down when it came to education and small business. Who suffered? The citizens. The legislature was still collecting their checks. The governor was still collecting her check, while people couldn't work, couldn't provide for their families. And that was a very political action, in my point. There are several states that took a different course. And interestingly enough, they don't have the unemployment numbers that Michigan has had. They didn't suffer small business loss. This governor chose winners and losers, and the people suffered because of it.
And before, you potentially face off in a race against Governor Whitmer, you have to face off against, like we mentioned, 12 other GOP candidates. It's clear that former President Trump still has a big voice in the Republican Party. Here in Michigan, in the past few weeks, we've seen him endorse state house candidates, continuing to make some unfounded claims that the election was some way stolen from him here in Michigan. How important do you think Trump's endorsement is of a potential candidate like yourself? Do you want it? And do you think the election was stolen?
Well, I think that any past president has a significant influence on a party. So a candidate running within that party would welcome an endorsement from a past president. Does that mean that everything that President Trump says or does is approved by that candidate? And the answer is, of course not. Kevin Rinke is his own man, and I'm going to run on policies and issues. And when those are in alignment with President Trump, I would appreciate his support. In regards to the election, I know what I've been able to gather through normal media outlets. I've read about it. And currently, there is no information that says that the election was stolen. I will say that there are significant irregularities that have been exposed in the past election in Michigan. We've had our Attorney General questioned and reprimanded for her actions within the election. We've had our Secretary of State reprimanded for her actions within the election. And those are the types of things that create doubt. I happen to believe that voting is one of, if not the most significant benefit to being in America and for a US citizen. And we cannot afford to have elections that anybody thinks have been conducted unfairly. I want 100%. Every Republican who is legally registered to vote, every Democrat who is legally registered to vote. They need to have access. And the governor's role and the government of Michigan's role is to provide the security and the safety that election is recognized as legitimate, even though one side wins and one side loses in that election.
And then the final question I have for you here, you're obviously an East Sider. What's your message to West Michiganders as a whole and West Michigan Republicans who are now seeing you as a potential candidate?
Well, I'm very interested in representing the whole state. And I understand a responsibility to make myself accessible and available to every Michigander. And this governor is not going to hide. This governor is going to go on TV shows, radio shows, do interviews on easy issues and on tough issues, because the governor's job is to run the business of the state, not to burrow into a bunker when things get tough, not to try and avoid tough situations. You have to lead. And that's what Michigan needs, is a leader, someone who understands the business side of it. Yeah, where I was born or where I reside doesn't mean that those issues are more important. It's a big responsibility to represent every Michigander, and I hope I get the opportunity to do that, because there's a different way of governing, and Michigan deserves a different way. It's not finger pointing. It's not being a professional politician who's always auditioning for another job or asking for money. It's about getting results for the people of Michigan. And that's what civil servants were designed or intended to do, not become career politicos.
And I do have actually one more question if we got a couple minutes of your time.
You can say as many as you like.
All right, cool. So, we've seen this in the past where a candidate like yourself, a business guy, wants to put their own money forward to run a campaign. We saw, Governor Rick Snyder do it successfully. He went from someone who was fairly unknown in the Republican Party circle to actually being governor. We also seen someone like Dick DeVos, who put a ton of money in and didn't end up winning the election, or Shri Tanadar on the Democratic side in the primary. How does you and your family feel about you willing to invest this much money into the campaign? And why are you willing to, I guess, risk it if it doesn't work out?
Well, for starters, if you look at this from a business investment, it's not a good investment. Simply put, it's a bad investment. I'm not looking for a return on this money. I believe this, that I want to show the people of Michigan that I have a message, and I want that message to be heard by as many people as possible. So before I ask any Michigander for $1, I'm willing to say, I'll pay first. Listen to my message. If it resonates with you, please donate. Because what I find so disingenuous is everyone says, hey, he's trying to buy the election. And then the next thing out of their mouth is Gretchen Whitmer has $12 million in her account. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. The difference is Gretchen Whitmer has taken money from people, and she's trying to say my message and my methodology works. I'm asking people to listen to my message first, and if they believe, to dig into their pocket and contribute. And trust me, I value $1. I'm not trying to buy an election. That's politicos who are scared by the fact that I believe enough in my message that I'll put my money where my mouth is and bring it to the people of Michigan and let them choose if they want to support me, number one, and then number two, if they'll vote for me in both the primary and the general. And that's what it is. I'm not Dick DeVos. I don't know how much money he spent on the election, more than me. I'm not trying to buy an election. I am truly trying to show the people of Michigan goodwill, deliver a message, common sense solutions that they can feel and are tangible to them. Because as a business guy, I'm going to identify the things that I want to work on, and then I'm going to get them results. And when I've completed those tasks, I'm going to identify more tasks, and then I'm going to get them results. And I guarantee you, if the people of Michigan give me that opportunity, they will both see and feel that Michigan governance is working on their behalf for their benefit.